Hey there guys, Shadowblaingamma here with another deck profile, and today we're doing an updated Mecha Phantom Beast profile because I made some changes to it, and I know I did one like a week or two ago, but yeah, I made some changes to it. I think it's better the way I have it, and just to establish what changes I would do, because still changes to be made, there's always changes to be made to a deck, so yeah, so I'll explain those as I go through it, but this should be a fairly quick deck profile since everybody knows what Mecha Phantom Beast do by now, and most of you who are watching this video are Mecha Phantom Beast players, and they just want to learn about new tactics or tricks or anything for the deck. So first, you have the staple 9, which is Mega Raptor, Tempest, and not Tempest, Mega Raptor, Tetherwolf, and a O-Lion. I don't know why I'd say Tempest, but yeah, I can't get this. There we go. So I'm looking at the cards, not the camera. So yeah. And 3 O-Lion. You can call it like the Holy Trinity if you want to, but those are always going to be 3, 3, and 3. Always. Play 2 Hamstrat because setting cards is bad now. Although people say it's good, in certain decks, yeah, it's good. In this deck, it's bad because you don't get to produce tokens when you set Hamstrat. You have to wait for your opponent to specifically run over it or attack into it to get the tokens. And as of right now, it's kind of slow for the deck because there's better options of getting it on board. But you still want to have it there for the Monster Born ability. So in that case, it's really good. 1 Harleyd just to help board presence. Black Falcon to stop your opponent from plays and disrupting their plays. 1 Wobbern because synchro plays are still good. 1 Dandelion and then 1 Tempest to round out the monster count. These are here in place of Mathematician. I tried to get some yesterday, but things didn't work out too well, but yeah. So if you have Mathematician, switch these 2 out for it. Yeah, it. But if you like Dandelion in the deck, you can keep it. I mean, as of right now, I love it in the deck. It helps out a lot because you can Foolish Burial it, get its effect. You can Synchro with it, get its effect. So it's really good. It's just Mathematician, I believe, helps it a lot better in more situations than Dandelion can. For not synchros, spells. Look, got my S is confused for spells. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Limit Removal, and 1 Scramble. But Limit Removal, please play this in your deck, guys. It's really, really good. Nobody sees it coming because no one expects you to play it. Because people forget that all of these cards are Machine and Wind, which is why you can go into your story. So it keeps them on their toes when they play this deck. 1 Scramble. It's here for the 3rd Mathematician. So, yeah, that's why I mean, it still has its opportunities. It's just now, it's just not as good as it was before. 2 Scapegoat, because Scapegoat is really good. 2 Pot helps with the consistency. If you don't like Pot, you can always put it, where is it? In place of Spiritual Wind Dart, Miyabi, which that's what I'm going to do. When I get the last 2 that I need, I'm going to take out the pots and put this in. Because you don't necessarily need pot, especially if you get Mega Raptor. You don't need it at all. But as of right now, this helps with the consistency of the deck. And then 2 MSTs, because MSTs are good. You always want to get rid of those breakthrough skills. I can't talk today. Breakthrough skills, so they don't breakthrough your Mega Raptor or your Black Falcon or your Hamstrat or Reed when you're trying to go in deep in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, for traps, you got a 3 air recharge because it's really good. You want to produce as many tokens as possible, and you always, in my opinion, I prefer to have too many tokens than not enough tokens, because if you have too many, then you know you're protected for a while, and once you get your combo pieces, you can abuse those tokens. So that's the way I look at it. 2 Call, because Call is really good in this deck, helps bring monsters back. Helps you abuse O-Lion even more, being able to take it. If you're probably like MSTs, that you can bring back O-Lion, let it die, and then you get a token from it. So really good. 2 Mirror Force, because I love Mirror Force. I know what people say against the hand matchup, it's really bad, and in some cases it is. But look at every other deck in the format. You have Geargias. If you Mirror Force Geargias, they're pretty much dead because they overextend all the time, trying to go for games. So if you Mirror Force them, it helps, or lures sealed. Light Sworn Rulers, Mirror Force them, deck's dead. to a degree if you can overcome the field presence your next turn. But don't worry, I do play the 2 deep prisons because deep prison is still good against the hands and other stuff, so don't worry. Not really a problem. One spiritual wind art Miyabi. I want to play 3. Was only able to get 1. But yeah, if you have to, I already said earlier in the video what you can take out for it. But if you do have all the cards, just follow those suggestions or tips, and you should be fine. 1 distribute, 1 bottomless, and then 1 compulse to round up the monster count. I am terrible. Okay, the trap lineup, and then for the extra deck, yeah, 1 Chidori. Surprised my friend with this card. Because he hadn't seen it in a while, and he forgot that my monsters would win, like I said earlier. So Lightning Chidori is really good in this deck. Geargian X, like I said, my monsters are wind and machine. So you, like I said, Chidori is just for wind monsters, and Geargian X just for machine monsters. So technically, we get Mecha Phantom Beast players have the best of both worlds when it comes to XYZs. 1 Master Blades. Still just have the Master. Whoa, that's really up there. I still just have the 1 Master Blades because I'm cheap. Not necessarily I'm cheap, I'm just unlucky. So I know a person, my last Mecha Phantom Beast video, people were saying I needed Draco Sack, and I'm like, yeah. And I've opened like close to 350 packs of Lord Attacking Galaxy through boxes and tins and just buying single packs, and never picked a, never gotten a Draco Sack out of it. So just waiting for that inevitable reprint to get it. 1 Gustav Max for the last XYZs because Gustav Max is still good. 1 formula, 1 army arm, or if this is synchro, so 1 formula, 1 army arm, in tangent with your what's it, Wallburn plays. Okay, 1 Cataster, 1 Conquerita, still very good. I don't go into it that often, so it's kind of like a placeholder for Black Rose. But when I do go into it, it's really, really good. And then Stardust, if you make Stardust against a hand deck or hat deck, you pretty much win from that point, because Stardust is just too good in that deck. Because when I play them, I usually go into Stardust either first or second turn, and they are confused as shit because their deck blows up so much stuff. And Stardust, even though it's negating that one thing, but if it's like a hand, Stardust stops the hands in their tracks. So even if they get multiple hands in hand, Stardust is just going to go and stop every single one of them, which is really, really good, especially with artifacts too. So Stardust, really, really strong in this deck. And then for my tokens, got my Mecha Phantom Beast tokens here with my helicopter, and you can't really see them, but yeah. And also to answer people's questions, because people ask me this a lot, I made these tokens. There's a lot of tutorials that you can follow. I know Crow Cresta, sorry if I butcher your name, Crow Cresta, has a tutorial about how to make, I think it's monster cards. You might have one on tokens specifically, but yeah, you can follow his tutorial. Really cool guy. And follow his tutorial about making, all you do is like, you get a picture, size it right, and then print it out and put it on useless commons. So yeah. And then also use these sleeves with a Kaiba and Yugi as my scapegoat tokens. People usually go after Kaiba. I don't know why, but people go after Kaiba, not Yugi. So, I mean, it's funny, but yeah. I enjoy that. So yeah, guys. This has been the my updated Mecha Phantom Beast deck profile for the June 2014 format, which is coming to a close very soon with the impending doom of the ban list, which should be released pretty soon. But anyway, guys, remember to comment, rate, and subscribe to support Team Zesty so we can continue to do this into the future. And as always, this is Shadowblaingamma with Team Zesty saying peace and see you later.